Well, the day is finally upon us that this guy has arrived. It just actually arrived not too long ago. Showed up on the DHL truck, thankfully. I had my garage open. They just slid it into my garage real quick. But today, we are going to unbox and get ready for setup of the Lymow One Plus. And at the same time, I'm going to be releasing my full setup video, getting it actually working on the yard. So splitting it into two videos again. Mainly because this is such a big box and a lot of stuff in here. Of course, the robot itself is fairly large. So let's get this guy out of the box. So first, it's actually showing on the top here that we can open up the top, but we actually will cut around the tape on the bottom and lift the box off of the robot, which is gonna make it really, really easy to do. So let me get set up for that. So yeah, there's a ledge all the way around. I could take my knife. Do I have a knife or maybe just my scissors? Okay, the leading edges, I'm gonna do underneath like this. Okay, and the slide over the other side. Now, of course, I would usually do this on the ground, but for the video, what do we get? Big, gigantic, quick start guide. Throw all the garbage in here as I go. All right, so I've got, maybe I'll show you what it comes up with up here. So we have some poles, we have some, the cables, we have the mount here, oh, an actual surface mount. We actually have the Lymow RTK antenna, power, yeah, so, oh, antenna right there. So all the accessories essentially, there's the spike kit for the pole, and then of course some mounting hardware, some various anchors and such, and tools to put those in. So I'm gonna pull this guy off next. Okay. Now we have the star of the party, the Lymow One Plus, and then of course you can see that the charger is underneath it right now. Beautiful thing about this is that it actually has two rotary blades, is a tracked unit, so it's going to be able to go pretty much anywhere it needs to go, have plenty of power getting itself out, whereas wheeled units can get stuck places. I have a feeling that this is going to have a low probability of ever getting stuck. So that's a premonition I'm having right now, at least. Let me see if I can't get this guy under the ground quick. And it is not light. We'll go back to that in a second. This is the power brick for the actual charger for the robot itself. And then we have the wonderfully large charging pad. Now, of course, all of this is just for it to align and get itself aligned for the actual charging pieces itself. Just two pieces here that have contact pads. They're actually on above the mowing blades, and they just basically will drive in and make contact with these two pads and start charging. That's interesting. Just something I've noticed real quick. I mean, obviously these are for the robot to align itself, but on each of the contact pads, you have the contact pad, but you also have this bristle brush that'll brush off anything that's on the pad. So let's say it's kind of damp out or whatever, and maybe some grass clippings got on the actual contact pads on the robot, it'll actually sweep it off before it actually makes contact with either side. That's a brilliant strategy. Okay, so here we have the robot itself. You can see those two contact pads up here that'll gonna make contact with the charger. You can see that the bristle brush is in here. That's for it to adjust the cutting height of the actual blades themselves. And of course you have the track treads. Back here we have a big stop button, and then we actually have a door that we lift up where we have the screen, power button, home button, positive or plus minus, where we'll actually turn the robot on, make adjustments, and it's under this protective door. Of course, in the front we actually have the sight vision cameras and sensor package that is here at the top of the robot. Looks like maybe an ultrasonic sensor or something right there. So let's see what the actual blades look like. Oh yeah, they will go up and down like that, huh? So as you can see on here, we have two individual cutting blades, and they're actually mower type blades. So we're getting a more mower type-esque feel on this specific bot. And while we have the two cutting housings, there's actually a side chute that's actually going to shoot out the side here. I'll show you. And so this is where it actually would shoot out the side. Or actually, it doesn't even have to come out of this, it can actually just pull out from underneath. Now that I'm looking on the front more, these outer ones look like they're actually LED lights. So yeah, the nice thing about this is there actually are 2 handles on the side, so you can actually easily grab this thing, pick it up if you have to flip it over, whatever you have to do. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Well, that's the unboxing portion of it. Pretty simple, pretty easy, but at least you get to see exactly how this robot actually comes out of the box and everything that it comes with in the box. And next, I'm actually going to get prepped to start actually getting this guy set up. Now, my first setup, I think today is not going to be a whole lot. It's going to be mainly about getting it on the charger, but that videos will post at the same time. So if you want to watch the setup video, check that video out. I'll have that link here at the end of the video as well as in the description by all means. And then I will have a more detailed, thorough review of the robot once I actually have some time with it. I have plans to make several videos on this guy, so definitely check back. I'm going to post links to them at this video as well as all the other ones, and check out here on GeekSmart, but also at Tech Gooch. So thank you for watching to the end of this shorter video, and hope you see you on the other one at the setup. Thanks for watching.